Hey, this is Dr. Brandon Blood, and I'm going to give you a series of stretches that you can do if you have a shoulder issue. Now, again, all these stretches, always consult with a physician prior to beginning any stretching program. But generally speaking, these are some stretches that we look at doing for our shoulder pain patients. So the first thing that we want to look at is the front part of the shoulder. So we like to stretch the attachments coming in from the pec muscles into the shoulder. So this stretch we can do in a doorway. Where I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to be the door frame here. But what you want to do is you want to get into a doorway, and you want to, if it's comfortable, you want to get your elbow directly out from your shoulder. Then your forearm's going to rest on the door frame, and then what you're going to do is you're going to lean forward into it until you feel a stretch coming right through here. So the goal is to feel a stretch right in the front of the shoulder with this doorway pec stretch, as we like to call it. So that's stretch number one that we like to do for the shoulder. So the next thing we like to do is we want to make sure that the head of the humerus, the upper part of the arm, is moving good within the shoulder cavity. So we call this the shoulder pendulum exercise. This is a very common shoulder exercise that most shoulder patients are instructed to do. So what you do is you can do this standing or seated, but we're going to demonstrate it seated, is you scoot forward towards the edge of the chair, and then you lean forward and you have your hand dangle straight down from the arm. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make small movements, clockwise and counterclockwise, about 15 in each direction. If you feel or experience any discomfort in the shoulder, obviously we want to back off. But what this does is it helps keep that shoulder, the head of the shoulder here, moving within its joint. So these are good exercises. These are called the shoulder pendulum exercises, and that's how we complete it. I'm going to explain the third stretch that we like to implement for our shoulder patients. So one of the important muscles that are involved with shoulder issues is commonly the trapezius muscle. So that's the muscle that originates from the back of the head. It comes out near the shoulders, and then it dives down and attaches in between our shoulder blades a little bit lower than that. So a good stretch that we implement for that is a very, very good yet simple stretch. Is what you're going to do is you're going to sit on your hand, and what that does is it anchors the shoulder down so it doesn't lift when we stretch. And then you're going to grab your head and you're going to pull it away from the side that you're sitting on. And you're going to hold that for about 15 seconds, and we like to repeat these for about 3 times. And you can do it a couple times in a day. So pulling the head to the side and sitting on the hand gives a good shoulder trapezius stretch. These are also good if you have just generalized neck tightness, but we like to focus on this muscle a lot with shoulder issues. But I'm going to give you the next exercise that we commonly look at with shoulders. So the shoulder blades that sit on the back of our body, they're very instrumental in terms of how shoulder moves. So we want to make sure that we have good shoulder blade mobility, and a simple way to do that on your own is to essentially just pinch them together. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your elbows and you're going to pull them back, but the focus is on getting the shoulder blades to come together and pinch together, almost like if you're going to try to hold something in between the shoulder blades. And then we're going to relax, and then we're going to move them in and out. So you can do this 15 to 30 times and take a break. So if you're sitting for a while at work or any point throughout the day, we want to get these shoulder blades moving. And this is a simple one that we can just do at home, is just picturing your shoulder blades coming together and then relaxing them forward and then coming together again. So this is I call these shoulder blade retraction exercises. And I'm going to give you the last exercise that we commonly implement for shoulder issues. And I like to call these shoulder square shrugs. So what we're trying to accomplish here is just kind of general mobility through the upper part of the back, the shoulder itself. So how these work is you're going to sit in good posture. You're going to draw your shoulder up to your ear, and then you're going to make a square from there. So we're going to go straight back, and then we're going to pull the shoulder down, and then we're going to let it come back forward. And then we're going to go back up towards the ear, and we're going to go straight back, and we're going to go down, and we're going to let it relax forward. So I call these shoulder square shrugs. These are just a good kind of like general upper body, neck, shoulder type range of motion exercise, but it's good to address different muscle groups through there.